Hello and welcome to Geeks of the Round, live discussion of the Blacklist, the Kingmaker. I'm Todd Grundle. Next to me right here, Matt Moore, and muted and blocked from your vision, we have Charles Whedon and Isaiah Mullins. I was testing before we started, Matt, to, as you know, before we started the show, because I wanted to keep them out, because all they ever do is talk shit. And I personally think this episode was awesome. You don't always talk shit. Sometimes you do with this show, but generally you seem to like it.
Yeah, I do like the show. I actually enjoyed the show quite a bit. I only talk shit when shit is deserved.
Right, and there is shit deserved on this show a lot, but we're having big boy talks now, guys. You're going to stay over there for a moment.
No, what we should do is, to avoid talking shit about the show, we should talk shit about Charles and Isaiah. Charles, who is currently flipping us off, by the way, but no one that is actually watching this will know that.
Nope.
So I have a question. Which one of those two do you think is the wife, and which one do you think is the husband?
Who's Bert and who's Ernie? Good question.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good question. Well, I think I don't want to say. Don't put me on the spot here. I don't want to say which one of them's the lady. All right, let's torture enough. Let's bring them in. Charles and Isaiah.
I got him.
Okay, you get him. You get him, and then whoever talks first.
It's because I'm black. That's all it is. Because I'm black.
There you go. That guy speaks first.
I hate you assholes.
Matt should hate me because I just had him blue boxed.
But geez, put me in the back of the bus, don't you? Wow. Back in the old days, huh?
Well, from the old days to the new, we have somebody working to screw over the common man. And in this show, I think, and I know, Matt, you've been theorizing on this as well, we've gotten a little closer to knowing who is behind the curtains working.
Yes, absolutely, and I think we're almost to the theory of which I've had for a little while. However, that is kind of an end of the show conversation.
Yes. Oh, but that's all I want to talk about, honestly. But all right, let me ask you two gentlemen who were excluded at first. How did you guys feel of the show?
It started off good.
Shut up!
It started off good, but it was boring in the end.
Okay,
it was boring.
You're clearly out of your element, sir.
Kingmaker was boring. He was just an idiot. Like, seriously, dude?
Matt, do you have that blocking option open still?
Seriously, he creates politicians. He creates politicians.
He's so real.
I like the Kingmaker, to be
He was
honest.
a fucking idiot.
Good for you, Charles. You're the man in the relationship, Charles.
Well, I would say the reason why I like the Kingmaker was because of the actor that was playing him. I am a fan of Linus Roche. I am. I'm a fan.
I didn't love the actor. I thought he was a bit cheesy myself. But
well, no.
I love the role.
The actor is also playing in Vikings, which is one of my favorite shows on TV right now, and he is awesome in that show.
Does he wear a loincloth, and is it majestic?
No, he is the king of Wessex. He is King Egbert.
They're Vikings. They're not fucking Greeks. Learn your historical clothing.
Yes.
Anyways.
So, but overall, because Isaiah lost all credibility today. I mean,
Isaiah loses credibility in almost every hangout we do because
you know I'm right.
Today especially.
Yeah, he was agreeing with me. That's what he was agreeing with me. The Kingmaker.
All I know.
He's an idiot.
And there goes his internet to save us. There goes his internet to save us from his nonsense.
All I know is myself and Deanna were not drinking last night, playing video games and watching stuff, and completely and totally making fun of Isaiah and how wrong he is on everything. We weren't doing that, I swear. I swear that didn't happen.
Why would something
You would.
Why would
be scandalous?
You never know.
God damn it.
You never know.
There he goes again with that. You never know.
Exactly. You never know.
No,
I think every time he says "you never know," we should all just stop talking for like a minute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes for entertaining hangouts.
Right, right. Well, you know.
But no, I mean, overall, the episode was enjoyable. I liked it.
It was adorable. I thought so too, Charles.
Enjoyable.
Okay. All right. I'll buy it.
The stuff that I enjoyed more was the stuff that was involving the quote-unquote Illuminati.
Yeah, I like that though.
Damn it, we're jumping to that already. If we're jumping to that, okay.
I'm not saying much. I'm just saying that's one of the things that I enjoyed most about the episode. But we can start from the beginning.
All right, let's start from the beginning.
Oh, God.
That's just it. Is I'm starting as I'm thinking about it. It's very hard to actually separate the Kingmaker from the overall story. I mean, the Kingmaker part of it is the overall story because
we found out, yeah.
What the fuck
this
he actually
is an
did on the big
Illuminati
impact?
story. If it is, which we assume it is, this man is who makes these people, who puts these people who are in this particular organization into high positions of power. That is his job. I think the whole story was about.
Yeah, but we found out in this episode what this little quote-unquote Illuminati calls themselves, and they don't call themselves the Illuminati.
No, wait. Did we save that? Please save that. Hold on. To speak directly on the Matt was saying. Wait.
I wasn't going to say it now. I was just making a statement.
Hold on.
No. That's just it. Is the group is a descriptor. It's not a name. I don't think they actually called themselves the group, capital T, capital G. I think they just called themselves the group as
that's not the word that I'm referring to. The word that I'm referring to begins with the letter A.
Just do it. We're too fucking far in the sheep's ass. Just fuck it.
They called themselves the Alliance.
That could have also been a general term.
Yeah, that could be a descriptor, not an actual name.
True. Yeah. It's like a code name, really, for them.
The first time they mentioned it, I was like, yeah, descriptor, whatever. Then they mentioned it 2 more times. They refer to their little organization as an alliance.
Just because you call him he who must not be named does not mean his name is he who must not be named. His fucking name is Voldemort.
All right, I see your point. It's the name we got. It's the name I'm going to stick with until they give us an official name. And at this point, I kind of doubt they have a name.
I just pulled the Diano. Fair enough.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's so lame. You should say, you never know. That's so much better. No. You never know.
Fair enough means shut the fuck up, we're moving on.
But you never know.
No, but Matt, what did you just say that led into this?
First off, Isaiah, can you say it one more time?
You never know.
Yeah, he's blocked. All right, so...
What were you saying that led into that whole thing?
No, I was saying that the Kingmaker is actually like making these people, getting people who are part of this alliance, and are actually placing them in high-level positions. That's exactly what groups like this would be doing. If groups like this existed, they would need to place them into high positions of power.
I don't see that. I didn't.
Wait, hold on, Isaiah, because I made him repeat it for a reason. I actually think I thought that he could be a part of it, but then again, he was doing all the killings himself, which to me kind of signified more of a lone wolf. That maybe he was just all about it for financial gain. Go ahead, Isaiah. What you were gonna say?
Yeah, he wasn't really helping them. He was actually helping for his own gains. Really, it's like so far the Alliance had issues with him as well because he was having issues with Red. If Red went down, they would go down as well. So he wasn't really their tool. He was their mind. He was like a pest. He was just a pest. That's all he was.
No, and the thing is, the Kingmaker wasn't working for the Alliance. They had mentioned it at the beginning of the episode that, what was it? Was it a French diplomat or was I don't?
Was it Russian?
I know it wasn't Russian. I think it might have been French. But
either way, who cares?
All I know is that they were in Prague, and that guy was somebody who was involved with Reddington's business, and the Kingmaker was hired in order to frame him for a murder to get him out of the picture, meaning that Kingmaker is working for Reddington's adversary.
Yeah, I don't think well, again, we don't want to jump completely to the end because there's something that sort of spoils.
Well, that's not jumping to the end. We pretty much know that in the beginning of the episode.
Well, I don't know, because what I was going to say is I don't think they ever, despite, like you said, working for the Frenchman, I don't think they ever directly insinuated he worked for anybody, like the group or whatever, or any of the other ones. Although, I mean, it could be inferred that he works for the group. It would make sense, because that's what that kind of person would do for that kind of an organization, which is what I believe Matt was saying before. That would be a key player in that, kind of group. But
yeah,
personally, I don't think this one was a part of that, because fuck it, skip to the end, because we seem to be dwelling on this instead of talking about the stuff that happened before this. So
no. The thing is that you're saying that you think that what's ever going on is not involved with Reddington's adversary. I disagree, and it turns out that I'm right, because at the scene where he's at the house where the guy is swimming in the pool, Reddington is talking to him about somebody who has been attacking him.
But that does not mean it was the Kingmaker. It never implied.
No, I never said it was the Kingmaker. I said the Kingmaker was working for Reddington's adversary. He was hired.
How does that make it? Okay, because listen, in the end, when the Kingmaker, he finds out that the Kingmaker was killed, because now I'm forced to talk about the fucking ending. Red was pissed, man, because that Kingmaker was a key. That Kingmaker was a key. And if he doesn't know who his adversary is, how would his adversary's employee be key to his whole web? I don't think that was ever said, and I'm going to disagree.
Okay. We're going to find out next week, so whatever.
I'm sorry, Kingmaker is still
I don't think we actually had a direct correlation between the Kingmaker and anything that we didn't actually see a direct correlation between the Kingmaker and what Red was going through. We didn't see it. However, we can surmise, we can kind of guess that maybe the two things are connected.
No detail.
I mean, they flat out said that the guy that was framed for murder in Prague was a part of Reddington's business, and he got taken out of the picture, which causes harm to Reddington's business, meaning that his adversary, through a process of elimination, has to be involved.
Well, his adversary may have hired the Kingmaker for that specific job, but that doesn't make the Kingmaker actually. Well, he's a tool of the adversary.
I never said that the Kingmaker was his adversary. I just said.
I'm not saying you said that.
I'm just saying that he was hired by either the adversary himself or somebody who works for the adversary.
All right, come on.
Yeah,
that
could make sense.
Come on now. We all know who had the Kingmaker. We all know who did it. We all know.
Fluffy bunnies.
We all know.
Fluffy bunnies killed.
No, Tom.
Yeah, fluffy bunnies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was fluffy bunnies, because you never know.
Exactly. You see, you never know. It could be Care Bears.
Well, it wasn't Tom, because then we're gonna skip the entire episode and jump into the previews. But let's go back to Tom. Tom will take us to the beginning of the episode, because it besides the Kingmaker stuff in Prague, it started with her, asking Reddington, where's Tom? She's like, he's in New York, where coincidentally so was all this Kingmaker business, but which does add fuel to the theory, whichever one of you just presented.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I said.
Okay. But can we just skip over Elizabeth's stuff? She was just boring. Literally. Can we just skip over her? Like
the only thing that I liked involving Elizabeth was during the end of the episode. Everything else was just boring.
Her emotional breakdown, are you referring to?
Yes, I'm referring to that. That was actually the first one of the few times I've ever seen her emotionally get freaked out. And I thought that was pretty good.
I said to myself, hey, was that good? Did I enjoy that? And I said, stop wiggling, you freakishly wide jaw. And I just stopped thinking about it.
I don't know. I mean, that's the only part of the episode that I liked her in. Everything else, it was like, why is she even here?
I mean, there's so many plot holes in this episode, too.
Wait, why is she even here other than being the main character?
No, not
being the main focus of intrigue.
Not the show, the whole show overall. Just the episode, just certain scenes in the episode, like the pawn shop. In that scene, I'm like, why are you even here?
Just Red was showing her shit. Because
I don't-
that Kingmaker,
Oh,
he was
God,
making
yeah.
a play. Look, as they said, everybody's connected. Everything that's going on is connected. That's what we're going to find out on the penultimate episode
However,
next week.
but Todd, I have a problem though. Go ahead.
Elizabeth fits a trope, a TV trope, and I don't like to really bring up TV tropes if I can, but almost every single like strange show always has this trope, and the trope is that of the surrogate. I forget exactly what they call it in tropes, but it's the surrogate for the audience. It's the normal person who's put into extraordinary
The
situations.
straight man, sort of.
The straight man,
That
exactly.
would be for comedy, I think, more, right? Or
Yeah, that'd be
Well, no. Actually, I mean, it happens all the time. Like in True Blood, Jason is the surrogate. You can kind of agree. You can kind of identify with Jason because he's just a normal freaking person who's really fucking dumb, but you still can identify with him. Basically, it is in Fringe. It was the blonde girl, and I mean, it's just a normal person who does not have extraordinary powers, who does not have...
All right. I gotta ask, which blonde girl in Fringe?
I don't know, the
boy.
main character?
Olivia Dunham.
She had powers.
Yes.
She had powers.
Yeah.
She did not have powers at
Yes,
first.
she did. She had
She
powers.
always had those powers. She just never had. She never had them
I will
active.
fucking shut you both down. She is considered the surrogate for... Basically, she is how you got into that show, because everyone else was hyper fucking intelligent. It was her that you identified with at first.
the relatable character.
With
And
Torchwood,
then they gave her the ability to travel through dimensions. Anyway, we are
that
going.
was like season 4. 3 or 4 that she
It was the beginning
by
of.
that point, you were in the show.
It was the end of season 1, going to season
Blacklist.
2.
Is that before or after Eric the Midget got his head exploded?
I'm just saying that it's a trope. That it is a trope in which generally they will start a show with a character in which you are supposed to identify with, and then that will get you identify with them, and that will get you to where you don't look at all these fucking people and be like, wow, that's a fucking weirdo, and stop watching the show. Because if that character can identify with the weirdo, then you can identify with the weirdo.
Speaking of weirdos, can I use this to bring us directly back to something that happened in the episode?
Yeah.
Red Reddington and unrelatable characters is a fucking weirdo, and he is high as hell this whole episode.
Yeah.
That thing with all the weed he had on the table, and Bimbe's eating the edible ice cream and
Right.
Yes.
stoned at his ass.
Where
If
was
you're
I?
not-
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if you pay attention to James Spader's eyes for the rest of that episode, he's high as fuck.
But for some odd reason, wasn't this episode kind of showed that Red was off his game a little bit? Due to
I
how,
don't think he was. I don't think he was at all. I think he was. I think he was playing defense for all of this season thus far,
well, it's not
and now he's realized that, you know what, I got to start playing offense, and let's fucking do this shit.
not towards the Kingmaker. It's towards Elizabeth and her discovery about her father and blah blah blah. I didn't give a fuck. I really didn't.
Well, it really did catch him off. What do you didn't give a fuck?
I didn't give a fuck.
That's the meat. That's
Oh,
what everybody gives a
wow.
fuck about that's watching this show.
Because she's
That
so
is-
boring though. No one gave a fuck. Like, oh, okay.
I was like Matt said, relatable. I was able to relate to her as a human being who's like, damn, this person you're working with, this cartoon character of a person who you are working with, killed your father, and, you know, how you deal with it.
If Red never saw
He did
this part
good.
of evidence, he said, like, Red thought about everything. But he didn't think about that small evidence. Like, oh yeah, that's small evidence. Oh yeah, that's a plot hole. Oh, well,
Well,
let's do over.
his adversary is getting ahead of him, and it's assumed perhaps his adversary is from Berlin.
Well,
And Tom obviously had
Is
to-
from Berlin.
Right, he's from Berlin, and he had a
So
leg up.
we think.
He had a leg up, and he took a pee on Reddington on that one. That's all there is to that.
yeah, but come on now, come on. It's Red Reddington we're talking about, the master of all disguise and spies and all that other bullshit. He forgot that one small detail, that one obvious detail that no one should overlook. Like, oh yeah, the active nurse. Oh, the other reports. Oh yeah, the written reports. Oh yeah, I should really burn those. Oh yeah, I should really kill her. Oh no, I'm just gonna walk away.
Well, he thought he walked in there like a ghost, and the game was gotten on him.
Okay, you try to pull a Dexter on me now. Don't pull a Dexter on me now.
He who shall not be named. Until the spinoff happens and we have our goddamn discussion.
No, that's just it. Is I don't think the adversary necessarily set him up with that.
Right.
I don't think they were like, oh shit, we should fucking we should set him up to kill this guy and blah blah blah. I don't think it was a big old plot. I think they just stumbled upon this information and they're like, we're gonna keep it just in case.
Exactly.
Because Red didn't really do much wrong. I mean, he didn't.
I know, but you got you hear Elizabeth actually bitch and moan. You know, it's her father. Blah,
oh
blah,
wow,
blah,
you killed my father.
blah,
Yeah,
blah,
what a fucking bitch.
Blah.
Yeah,
I know, right? I know.
He pulled a Kevorkian, which by social standards is bad, but by individual standards, such as the person who is being killed, it is a very, very good thing. Take me out of my misery, please.
Yeah, he was sick.
Yeah, I thought it was very
Yeah,
clever.
he's gonna die
because
anyway, so.
As they were confronting Red, I was like, damn, how are they going to work together? And then he said that whole thing, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's how they're going to
Yeah, work
that's how
together.
it's going to come to reconciliation.
Right. So, wait, you got sour work? You're not sharing with me? What's up, man? You're not sharing?
Sour Patch Kids that come in the line now.
Yeah,
You're not sharing, you bastard.
Yeah, that's not cavity-inducing.
I would not trade all of your Sour Patch Kids that you have for one of these. I wouldn't do it.
I might. But, back to the crack. What's
Sour
next?
Patch
Back
Kids
to the
crack.
That's the point.
Well, the
It's
newest
good crack.
episode of Crack,
Good
a
crack.
lot of crack.
Well, look at Charles.
St. Charles just admitted he smoked crack, everybody.
Exactly.
You all heard it here
He's
live.
Robert
yes,
Ford. Yes, Charles is Robert Ford. What's up, man?
You know, Charles, you should not mix your crack with your weed. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
No. It doesn't matter. It does not matter how much crack, coke, weed, heroin. It doesn't matter how much I do. I will never, ever reach the level of Rob Ford.
But you're
We should show this to his parents. Show this to his parents. He just
Yeah, we're totally going to edit out that first part. We're going to edit out that first part and just send that to his parents.
Yeah, where it just says, no matter how much crack and heroin I do,
That's all we need.
change your name to Charles Crackden.
Or driller, or drug dealer. Hey, you need a dealer.
So-
A dealer man.
So, completely, totally off topic, I'll make it quick. There was actually a man who was arrested and convicted of, like, stealing Xanax or something, or misusing Xanax. His name was Michael Cocaine.
What?
His real name is Michael Cocaine.
Clearly the stars weren't aligned for him to go into another business. That's why he got arrested.
It would have been funnier. You know what? Never mind.
He has stated that every time he is pulled over, he is pulled out of his car. Every single time. No matter what the crime is.
No, you just killed Isaiah.
But he
Yeah,
actually
yeah. Isaiah's dead. Let's go. Let's move on. Yeah.
All right, back to the black.
Black and black. Hit the sack. There.
All right, seriously, I don't want to hear about yours and Isaiah's sex life, Charles. You need to.
Exactly.
You need to
That's
stop
our
that.
secret, man. That's our secret.
God, dude. ACDC, you assholes.
See, he just
Is that a
fucking said
sex
it.
term? Is that
You're AC into his DC and something about assholes. That's all I heard.
we are sending this to your mother.
Exactly.
Listen, so
You,
Reverend
you don't have to hide it, Charles. You don't have to hide it.
It's all good.
We love the gay man here on Geeks of the Round. We do.
Hey, you love this Tony.
All right, now we killed Charles too, so let's officially move on. God, that's sour.
That's still stupid. That's not.
We've already talked about the entire episode. We still got half an hour.
Fuck
Oh,
the
damn,
FBI.
really?
No, we didn't really. I mean, we found out that, like, interesting little things. I mean, we could waste time about the fact that No, fuck that. You guys drive me off topic from the. We're still on that conversation they were having about the father and in that pawn shop. You guys been jumping around like a bunch of goddamn ADD babies.
That's Charles there.
well, I do have ADD, so.
Yeah, we know.
You want to hear something really fucked up? Mind you, this is Todd's hangout, and Todd is completely and totally in control, and he is the host. I'm barely a co-host at this point. You want to hear something fucked up, guys?
Sure.
I can hide him from the broadcast. So I have now taken over. I have now taken over this particular hangout. Let's see if Todd can actually unhide himself.
This will be fun.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Todd. I'm just kidding. There you go, Todd. You're back in. I don't need a game more.
I was just blocking these two guys out so you would be there alone.
No, okay.
So
no, but seriously, like Google Hangouts needs to make it to where that's just not possible.
Right.
No, they didn't. In any case, but yeah, I mean, what else have we covered?
That the thing at the table. That's what I want to talk about. And when she first like confronted him about things in the back of that pawn shop in the speakeasy, so to speak, he didn't lie to her. And then at the final conversation, when she came and confronted him, he furthermore didn't lie to her. And he said some very key things. And please, guys, before you go off track and shit, there's something else that I want to mention about key things said that was actually said during a commercial featuring Tom Keene that happened in
not that.
No, don't jump off. We'll get to that. But
Yep, Charles.
Staying on track with the table, he said, I've known your father, or I've known Sam your whole life and most of mine.
Yes.
Right.
Which I felt kind of sticks with the brother theory.
Absolutely.
Probably so.
And that would make Red the older brother.
Yeah.
So he had to kill his own younger brother, and the pain that he showed in that seemed that way.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah. It seems
I agree.
possible. It seems very, very possible.
I was just waiting for Charles to yell and scream.
Yeah, it's nothing new for him.
All right, and the thing Charles doesn't want me to talk about, they said something in a commercial which was starring the guy who plays Tom Keene, Ryan something, Edgar, whatever, yeah, good. And I don't remember exactly what he said. It was for a car, and it said, like, maybe they were saying, like, our cars are not all that they seem, just like on our show. Things aren't always how they're presented, and the good guys are sometimes the bad guys. And then he got real close to him and like a real proud like look in his face, and he said sometimes the bad guys are actually the good guys. And being that we have 2 episodes left, it wouldn't be uncommon for them to release an ad like that stupidly, maybe, you know, when we should all be knowing. But did you guys catch that? Happen to catch that?
Yeah, I saw it before.
I fast-forwarded through that commercial.
I was going to say, for reasons that I will not discuss, my version of the TV show did not have those particular commercials. His name, however, is Eggold. E-G-G-O-L-D.
Eggold?
I get him confused with the other 90210 alum, Eckold. I think it was Ryan Eckold who played the father on original Beverly Hills 90210, and Ryan Eggold played the teacher on 90210, the reboot.
Wow. Eggold.
I'm sorry, the only 90210 that fucking exists is the original 90210 before they got to college. Everything else sucks.
I'm not having this conversation.
I really don't give 2 shits about 90210.
You do. You watch it. You watch it, and you watch. No, you know what? You're right. You don't. You watch Gossip Girl.
I hate that show even more.
Nano watches Revenge. What the fuck, dude?
No, he watches originals, and he watched Tomorrow's People, so that's bad enough.
Hey, Tomorrow People got better.
Oh, bullshit.
Not this past episode it didn't, but let's get back
Thank
to
you. Yeah, I was right.
Yeah, the commercial. The commercial. What do you guys think about that?
I fast-forwarded through it. I did not.
None of us have seen that commercial.
Well, now that you know, what was said, I mean, good, Isaiah.
It was very interesting. It was very detailed too. Like you knew he was talking about. Like, yeah, he's talking about his character beforehand. Stupidly, like, oh yeah, they're talking about Tom. He said he could be a bad guy, but he could really be a good guy. Same
Well,
thing
they
with
didn't
Red.
say he could be a bad guy or a
No, it
good
was just
guy.
a
I
description.
think they flat out said he is a good guy perceived as a bad guy because the point of the commercial is perception. I think it's like a really fast car that looks more like a standard car. Oh,
Right,
I'm
it's
gonna
reverse
fucking blue
psychology.
box your face, Charles. I'm gonna blue box your fucking face.
Blue box is another term for. Never mind. I'm not that drunk. I'm not going to say what.
Things Charles and Isaiah do on Saturday.
Exactly.
I'm drunk. I'm not that drunk to say what I was thinking. All I know is Todd did it all over your face, Charles. All over.
That's called the money shot. Or rim job. Pick your poison.
Okay, never mind. I'm not going to explain the difference and how it was completely wrong with that.
I got nothing.
And on that, good. And on that note, let's go to, oh fuck, I changed it to rottinghorse.com. Check it out.
Your text line was I got nothing, but now it's some stupid. It's some fucking Giovanni Rossini or Rossino's fucking website.
Sano?
I get paid with little people hand jobs. I'm very socially conscious. I don't like to offend.
Is Giovanni? Is he a little person?
He might be. Nobody's actually met him, but he sends me pretty good little people ladies. Okay. But anyhow, and check out all the great things from there, like Mainframe Magazine, Meet the Mosleys series, House That Smelled Like Urine, the upcoming book Goblin, and lots of other works from new artists like Marley Sheen and FM Stutz. And even the new group we have with us, Sign Larva. That'll cost 12 little people hand jobs, Mr. Rusano. Thank you. Now let's move on.
Wow.
Let's get into wild speculations is what I was going to say, because it seems like we've been just swirling around that toilet drain this whole episode.
Well, in this particular episode, it kind of started that way. Is that the main storyline having to do with the Kingmaker is very, very entwined with the overall story. First off, I do want to say, before we get to wild speculation, that Alan Alda's character was named Alan.
Alan! I was hoping we would get to that. These two guys don't care, because they're fucking jaded little pricks. But, yes, it was Alan.
And basically, he was trying to he actually saw sense, and he was all like, you know what? Red Reddington is a bastard, he's a fucktard, he is an asshole, but he just might be right. And everyone was like, no, I didn't. I heard 3 of those things. I didn't hear the last one. And we're going to continue on. And do things exactly how we always did it.
Right.
You know, see, this weird-ass conversation, glad we didn't get into wild speculations, because we didn't really talk at all about that group or any of that.
Well, we did for a brief moment.
Well, yeah, the briefest of moments, and then we talked about saving it, and then we almost went right through it.
Yeah, thanks to Charles.
It is all Charles's fault.
How is it my fault?
Because
you wouldn't shut up.
Oh, so just because
your husband said so.
Exactly. You never shut
up. So we determined that Isaiah is the husband?
No, Isaiah is the woman. We determined that before. Okay. I was just trying to give equal time, you know, because that's the kind of guy I am. You know, I like to be socially active, and I like to.
Again, Charles is pussy.
Hey, we lost there.
Charles, just so you know, the catcher is the most important member of the team. I'm just saying.
True story, bro.
Yeah.
Back to the story. All right, so
he guards home.
What do you guys want to say about the group, the Illuminati, the Bilderberg group? I think it looks more like the Bilderberg group because it's an international organization of what are probably world leaders. Although I did wonder when they named him Alan, I said, is that Alan Alda? Like, is he actually Alan Alda, the character? But that was just a moment, and I won't say. It might have been induced from some.
It was missing the Koch brothers. That's all.
Strange mist in the air.
It was missing the Koch brothers. Like, we missed the Koch brothers. I know.
Let's just call them the Society of Mystical Puff Dragons.
No, we have to call them what they have called themselves thus far until we actually find out their name.
The Alliance.
Yeah.
Yes, like Charles said.
At least for now, we kind of sort of have to call them that until we find a better name.
Although
every
every time I think of the word alliance when it's referred to this, it also makes me think of
the Horde.
No, it makes me think of the alliance from Firefly.
Oh, that's it.
Yes, you know Firefly. You know, I'm not even gonna bother explaining it to you because you have to know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, but very rarely is the alliance actually referenced as compared to okay.
Well, no, it's just the word that reminds me.
Here we go with this.
Okay.
God damn it! You know what? Fine. Wild speculation time. Let's move on.
No. Let's
14 million people played World of Warcraft, and maybe 4 million watched Firefly, right? And every single one that watched it loved it. But more people did World of Warcraft.
Listen, we keep talking about this fucking group, and then we keep wanting to skip over this group. Let's talk about this group. Besides what they're named, all right? Besides what they're named. Let's talk about what actually happened. Like, they wanted to kill Reddington. They thought that would be better, which essentially seemed like the final consensus. Well, it's not to kill him, but Alan got them to agree to,
spare his life.
Take care of his own shit.
Yeah, just leave him to his own devices, and
because he can screw us over big time if we spoke with him.
And because of this evidence that we find out, they don't even know if he actually has this evidence.
Which that's the point, though. Keep him off their toes.
Well, that's just it. Is generally a secret society, at least in all popular media that has a secret society, would just straight out kill Reddington, and then divert all of their resources to making sure that whatever it is he has releasing does not release.
Yes.
Yeah, but Red knows that too. He's not that stupid. Like, he knows they might kill him for that information. But he said if they kill him, all the information must be out to the public. And bad PRs can be killed any business.
And Red is a major power player.
Yeah, and they know that too. And they hate that. They hate it so much. Let me say he's going to win this war. I'm going to win this war no matter what.
That actually reminds me of something else. Something that happened much earlier in the show is that dude was like swimming through and he's all like, yeah, I lost 37 pounds because I've been swimming and I cut out all breads. And then Red is all like, yeah, I haven't been in a pool since blah 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 happened when I was in high school.
Yes.
And the dude straight out goes, weren't you in the Navy?
Enough business. Enough with that.
And then he just laughed it off, and he goes, "Yeah, yes, I was."
Yeah, Red is full of shit.
Yes.
Right, and was the name he gave? Well, his story is full of shit because he's an agent of this Illuminati and this Bilderberg group.
We don't know.
His story's full of shit. Well,
no. I think he is independent of these particular groups.
You just think he's just so fucking badass that he's been like a thorn in their side for fucking.
But they need him though.
Yeah.
But they need him. They need Red.
Yeah. He's so powerful that just a threat alone was enough to make them not kill him.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that he is an independent player in this, and he can go either way. And yeah. But that's just it. Is how many times has Red told these stories that are just a little outside of what would be acceptable?
Well, that is Red Reddington.
That is Reddington. That's a story. I was in Dubai when, it doesn't fucking matter what he said after that. I was in Dubai. Most likely, he probably wasn't in Dubai when he met this girl. The story is just a little outside of what would seem possible.
Well,
I think most of his stories, if not all of them, are shit. I think it's just this thing that. I think he's trying to create this mythos.
Yeah, because Red Reddington, he's like Nick Fury in one way. He tells these crazy, elaborate stories about so-and-so story to get people confused and lost, to keep them knowing who he really is. So he's pretty much like the master of all spies, like Nick Fury. So, yeah, he knows all that shit's lies.
Well, that was making me think, maybe Red, and let's jump into wild speculations now, because that pretty much, we can touch on the whole killing of the Kingmaker in the wild speculations part. I'm speculating now that Red, based on what Matt said before, is he's a lone agent, but maybe he's not lone exactly. He's not a part of this group, this Bilderberg group, which thinks they are the secret society. He's a part of maybe the actual Illuminati or like the Bavarian Illuminati, and he's a part of the real secret society that runs shit even beyond this group. So like the table gets turned that he was like the representative of that group. And if that's the case, maybe the name he used in that speakeasy might have actually been his real name, because that was a place where like all the secret people can be themselves.
Interesting.
Well, first off, I fucking love that speakeasy. I mean, seriously, it was pretty awesome, and it just seemed like a place that I would want to hang out because of the fact that it at least to me, it gave the impression of a place in which people of ill repute hang out, but leave each other alone. And for some reason, that just seems like a romanticized thing for me. Not actually romance, but romanticized. It's just like
what El Rey is supposed to be in our next discussion.
Exactly.
Wait, oh god.
I don't know. Quick diversion then. It might be online on Netflix.
I think it is.
It might be on now. After this is done, I'm gonna go check it out. I watched the movie last night. Got a lot to say this week. I can't wait for that discussion.
Okay.
This episode.
But get back to wild speculations though. Oh, we're going to wild speculations though? Okay. Well, this might be a crazy one, but what if Berlin and Reddington were actually working together?
I'm sorry, what now?
Berlin.
He's making shit up and trying to slam things together, and he's gonna follow it up by saying the phrase.
No, I only ask because
you never know.
Exactly.
I only ask because he kind of like messed up like when he was saying that, and I didn't hear clearly what he said.
He says he thinks that Berlin and Reddington might be working together actually, and that's not a terrible theory if you include it.
Well, if they're working together, then what would be the point of
to stop the Illuminati?
Well, yes, exactly, Isaiah. If you put it with what I just said, where Red works for an even more secret society, and this is just a big elevator to distract those people. They think there's a war brewing, and really the two elements are really gaining up on the sides of the group.
Okay, so this alliance is the secret society, and Reddington and the adversary, who is basically Berlin, are a part of the
secret society.
God damn it! You took it, man. Fuck.
I'm sorry.
He's not sorry.
Fuck. All right, yeah, but I don't know. I mean, to be honest, it was a good episode. And shut up before you see anything. Shut your mouths. I have no speculation.
Oh my god! Again.
What did I say, Isaiah?
Every time, Charles.
My speculation is not a speculation, but an observation. And that is if this is a secret society who controls most of, if not part of, the world, it is rather impotent. It really, truly is. Because they are not willing to fucking act at all when faced with diversity.
Right.
Well, their inaction is sort of an action. I mean, they're letting their adversaries fight it out amongst themselves, and they're going to deal with the leftovers.
Right, but once they have to...
Yeah, and that's like saying my impotence... this is in general. My impotence is the same thing as potence, because I'm choosing not to ejaculate. No, that's not the truth.
I'm going to take just that out. This conversation is going to have so many sound bites that we're going to use for later purposes. When you guys run for president and king, we're gonna send those off to the Kingmaker.
Again, it's not really old because a lot of people who try to destroy their own organization use an outside source. So this is not really not far-fetched to think about. Like, what if Berlin and actually Red are working together? Because remember, the Illuminati, or whatever they want to be called, are very powerful people, and they don't really care. And when their hands in play, they're out in the open. That's what Red wants them to. He wants them to go out in the open, maybe.
I'm going to say there's a lot of possibility of what you're saying, but listen, let's not hog up the time for Charles. Right. Charles, go ahead. We're being rude. What's your speculation?
He doesn't have one.
I know.
So Todd,
I can't help it.
So Todd, you do video editing. Do you do graphic design at all?
Not well.
Okay, never mind.
I can't actually say no to that, but I can tell you, not at all anything you'd want.
Okay, I was just gonna say is I think it would be kind of comedic to show like a Geeks of the Round like chain of command like Game of Thrones like this, like Diano would be like the king and I'd be like the vizier, and then like
something like that I could do that's like fun and goofy. I could do things like that. I just can't do anything that you'd want to use seriously.
I just think that would be kind of comedic, and I want to see what the roles of Charles and Isaiah were. I'm pretty sure that Isaiah would be court jester-ish.
Hey, now, I make some good jokes that were terrible as hell.
I don't know. These jokes might cause for execution. And speaking of execution, any more wild speculations before we execute this episode?
Charles?
You see, there you go. That was a good one. That was a great one. All right. Okay. One question, and then we're out. What do you guys think? Why was Red so upset when the Kingmaker was killed?
Because he wanted him. He wanted that information from the Kingmaker.
What?
Like to go against, like, not really. The Kingmaker had more answers and keys and all the other things that Red didn't have. Remember, Red didn't have all the complete answers, that unlike the Kingmaker did. And once Kingmaker was dead, it's like, fuck, I can't get nothing from him. So it kind of made him pissed off. Like, I can't get nothing from him that has more leverage towards his adversaries and the Alliance as well. So he kind of lost that hand himself. Like, damn it.
That question actually brings me to a new wild speculation, something I hadn't thought of. Is what if the Kingmaker is exactly what I was saying before? He is someone who grooms these people to be these great politicians to put power for the Illuminati or whatever fucking group it is. But what if that group isn't Alan Alda's group? What if the Kingmaker actually works for the opposition? And that was the question that Red wanted to ask him is, hey, you know what? Like, who do I talk to the opposition? Who's in charge? Who's paying your bills? What if that was his question?
Right.
But that would be. I think that's more likely than what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe the Kingmaker had information on how he made Alan and all them kings. You know, the things they've really done, things that would destroy them, and that's because we haven't found out who Alan is. He could still be the president, vice president, somebody major.
Or the president himself.
Or yeah, the president. He could be the president's father if they want to do a real Bilderberg reference. And I was thinking maybe the Kingmaker had all that information and Red was gonna get it out of him, and that was always his fail-safe. And he was using the FBI to get them. But I think Matt's makes more sense than mine.
Is that maybe the Kingmaker was making quote-unquote kings for Red Reddington's opposition?
Yeah, maybe Red needed the king for his... Whoever the Kingmaker really works for, maybe Red needed for his information.
Right.
Yeah. So I have a question. Since we're going into wild speculation, we still got about 9 minutes left. Are we all in agreement that we do have secret society stories going on here?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, there's nothing about
So
it.
I just want to make sure because my ego needs to be stroked a little bit. So everyone is agreeing that my wild speculation from like forever ago is correct.
No, I'm not saying that.
I will agree because I've been saying the same thing since the beginning.
Okay.
Because of the pyramid and the Illuminati imagery in the advertisements. So I think we even talked about it. I think you and I, Matt, talked about it even before we did a pre-discussion on this show. I don't know if you guys remember. We actually did an episode 00 discussion.
I'll be honest. I think you actually brought it up like literally minutes before I did. I think you did, and the only reason I would defend myself on it is because of the fact that I've talked about it every single fucking episode since.
Yeah, and I've been agreeing ever since. Whoever it is, I'm with you. I stand with you, man. I stand with you, and I agree. This is all Illuminati-esque. But again, now I am narrowing it down to Bilderberg Group. Wow, my eyes just looked really fucking weird in this camera.
Bilderberg? What is Bilderberg?
The Bilderberg Group is...
I know Build-A-Bear.
Bilderberg Group is a very powerful group in the world. Like the biggest top leaders, rich people come together and have these little chit-chats and pretty much run the world itself.
In the real world or in the
real world? In the real world. In the real world. They're a real group. It's Bilderberg. Bilderberg.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to do a quick search on Bilderberg Illuminati. Oh, holy crap, that was quick. There are a lot of fucking links on that shit.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Speaking of which, hey, I'm going to take the opportunity. Rotting Horse is coming out with a book in conjunction with Mainframe Magazine and possibly another group, but we're in talks today. I don't want to announce nothing yet. But the book is going to link all the way from Roman slavery through many different forms of that to the current Bilderberg Group, and it's going to lay all the ties and explain all that. It's in the works right now and will be out very, very soon from runninghorse.com.
What you need to do is put those books out, or get Giovanni to put those books out as like audiobooks and EPUBs. EPUBs for like $6, audiobooks for like $10, and then get someone to voice them over.
You know, actually, now that you mention it, look, we're talking Geeks of the Round exclusive. We're talking Business Thoughts Live. The new group we just got in does great documentaries. I don't want to speak anything on them, so I won't name them yet. But they've got some great voiceover people. So maybe we might be able to find a pool of talent in there to voice over such a project. Not a fucking horrible idea at all.
I was going to say, because nowadays I haven't read those particular novels, only because of the fact that I have so much fucking TV to watch. But if as I'm going to work and shit, I could actually listen to them, like that would be much more preferable.
Yeah.
Or if you had slightly shorter books, that would be cool too, right? That's something else. That's something else we like to do. We like to keep them novella length so you can watch TV and still read. But enough about that. Okay, so Bilderbergs. I think Matt and I are in agreement that it's a secret society. I'm saying it's going to be a spin on the Bilderberg. We've got 2 episodes left.
Yep.
The preview for next week's looks fucking awesome.
Looks interesting.
Yeah, of course.
We find out that Berlin is actually a person and not a place.
Right.
No shit.
Yeah, I think we did. I think we did blow that wad early anyway already.
Yeah. I didn't.
Shut up,
No,
Charles.
you didn't. You didn't. We did collectively.
Yes.
We jerked each other off.
It was a circle jerk. He wasn't invited, Charles.
It was a circle jerk. Oh, Charles was the cracker.
Can I just say that the Wikipedia article about the Bilderberg Group, like it basically, if you were to replace Bilderberg Group with Illuminati, it would not miss a beat.
It wouldn't, because they are like that.
Right. Unless
So, like, yeah, it started in fucking Norway or the Netherlands in whatever. Like if seriously.
But they're almost 2 halves of a coin, because the Illuminati is. There are 2 faces of the Illuminati. The one that everybody talks about as being the evil ones, and the one based off of the books of Dick and Fart jokes. We've had this conversation on here before. It's more about anti-religion, anti-government, and it's about freedom of man and enlightenment. That is the original Illuminati, and that's the Illuminati they say exists to this point, and is trying to actively abolish governments and stuff, and religions, and make people free.
I'm a religious person, so when it comes to anti-religion, I can just say this. Atlas shrugged on my dick, okay? Like, that's how religious I am. It just shrugged right on my dick.
Wow.
It did what to your dick?
It shrugged right onto my dick. Atlas did.
Wow. That was very small then.
No, Atlas is huge. Atlas is... He's,
I know, I was making a joke.
I think you're saying you have a big penis.
I didn't
say that outright.
I think you were inferring you have a big penis.
That wasn't my goal, but I'm not going to disagree either.
It'd be lies.
Okay. Listen, before we go far off, but you're right. What the conceptions of?
I know I'm right. I do have a big. Sorry, what were you saying I was right about?
your penis. And with that, tomorrow, guys. No, Thursday.
Yes.
Tomorrow is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I know that because I saw it recording on my box. I'm unfortunately not going to watch it.
It was awesome too.
Yes, it was, and I will attempt to be sober for that one.
Is it something I can watch and enjoy on its own? Is it like that good of an episode?
Have you not seen
I think
I have not seen the episode yet. I was actually about to start it right before this hangout started.
Oh, we're so
slow,
sorry, Charles. We're so sorry.
Have you seen the movie? Have you seen Captain America 2?
No, I'm waiting for good.
Oh God.
Get off your ass and go watch it.
It's amazing.
I don't have a movie theater. I can't watch it, and only cams. And this, I want to see this movie. I still have not seen. No, I did the other day. I saw the first Captain America, which I had a little tiny issues with it.
That's fair.
But I'm excited to see part 2, so I want to see it good.
Part 2 is 3 times as good as Captain America
It's a
1.
different movie.
Captain America 1 was the best solo movie of the Marvel Cinematic Universe before.
It's pretty much a different movie. It's not the same. It's really different.
I did one of those working watches, like it was just on sort of in the background, but I thought it was really action-packed, and I enjoyed everything I saw of it, and I think you might be right. When I watch it in full, I might agree with it being better than Iron Man.
It is. The first Captain America is better than the first Iron Man, and it's definitely better than the second and third Iron Man.
Right.
It is as good, if not better, than either of the Thor movies, and that's the first Captain America. The second Captain America is like 3 times better than the first. It's that fucking good. Many people consider the second Captain America better than the Avengers.
Yeah,
I was just going to ask that. How is it on the Avengers scale?
Like
it is
on par, if not better.
Yeah, it's very, very close. So close.
Now I'm even more excited to see it. Love the Avengers, so yeah, I definitely want to get into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but now I guess I'll watch up until the Captain America parts at some point. Because I'm out of stuff to watch, and I'm going to be watching something new soon. And, okay, so we got that tomorrow. We've got Dusk Till Dawn on Thursday.
I can't guarantee I'll be sober for that one.
You don't have to be. Listen, it's a show about the titty twister.
I know. Oh my God, I saw promos of that too. Oh God.
Oh yeah. We ended up seeing in the promo the dance. Her dance. And that was pretty cool.
And all
I didn't get to see the promo. I had to watch on Netflix, and I don't find them on YouTube. I looked. I didn't see any.
I saw them on YouTube. It's on the El Rey channel. Well, they're on YouTube.
Oh, okay, good. I'll look for that. All right, and then Saturday we've got Hannibal. We shouldn't screw up like the last 2 weeks, and we'll actually make it hopefully on Saturday as long as I don't fall asleep. And then that Monday again for Game of Thrones, and then back here Tuesday, 2 more weeks until the finale. And that's it.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that Blacklist is almost done. We got, 2 more episodes?
Yep.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is almost done. It's got, 2 more episodes.
Yep.
Let me see. Game of Thrones is going to be going for a little while, but not too much longer. How much?
4 more episodes?
Hannibal got a couple more episodes to go. Yes.
I think about 4.
Yeah, because it goes to 13.
Yeah, and they just did 9. So there's 4 episodes of Hannibal. There are 2 episodes of Blacklist. You said how many of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
2. I think 2 more. 2
more
after this one that we have going. I think a total of 3.
Wow, so we're losing 2 shows in 2 weeks. Then we'll be down to 2 shows, and 2 weeks later we'll lose another one, and we'll be down to 1 show, and a week after that, that show will be gone. No, 2 weeks after.
All I know is I need a fucking break. It's Geeks in the Round. I do 5 fucking shows a week. It's time for me to get a break. I'm gonna be doing Game of Thrones for a little while, and that's it. And I'm gonna be happy.
Yes, I'm gonna be done with most of my shows too.
Well, you want to break the
fuck out.
And after these shows are over, I guess the next one we have to talk about isn't going to happen until Sleepy Hollow starts back up in fall.
Yeah.
Correct.
So as of now, it
Thank
looks
God.
like a Geeks of the Round hiatus is coming unless something works itself out.
Falling Skies.
I need a break.
Shut up.
Seriously. I need a break.
I'm too damn tired of Fallen Skies.
Falling Skies is good, man. Shut up.
Bullshit.
I will not complain about a break. We love you guys, but if we take a nice season break, it'll be so much better when we come back.
Oh God, yes.
Oh, and on Sundays, this past week, we actually did a show based on Justice League, which did not conclude with me wanting to kill Andy and Andy wanting to kill me.
Yes, that was very interesting.
It was a little tense, but we
It
got a lot
was entertaining.
That was the hangout that went down in history.
yeah.
And I wasn't there.
And then next Sunday, we actually don't have one, but because I'm going to be watching Amazing Spider-Man at the time we normally record. But the Sunday after that, we're going to have one about The Hobbit, and the Sunday after that, we're actually going to have The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That way, everybody has a chance to watch the movie.
Hey, don't look at me, okay?
Don't look.
I will not be at the hangout for The Hobbit because even though I'm familiar with the lore of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit,
You've watched the movies. It's only about the fucking movies, dude.
Oh no, I saw the cartoon
There's
one.
going to be geeks like me who go, well, there's this, but anything about the books will be supplemental information. We're going to be speaking specifically about the movies. Stop making.
And you'll learn fun factoids about the movie, the book.
And stop being a pussy, Charles.
Pussy!
we got big pussy, small pussy, tall pussy, little pussy. Yeah.
So which one are you?
We have flavor pussy in the new show.
We have what in the new show?
All the pussies are flavored.
Oh, yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, let us
now
allow Isaiah to find out exactly what flavor of pussy Charles is. And let's
Don't
end
worry,
this.
folks. It's only weed.
I know.
Charles, pussy tastes like weed?
Exactly.
That makes sense.
So like a kind of smoky peanut butter?
He knows it's true.
Okay. Anyone else got any other words?
Star-Lord thing. You got to do the Star-Lord thing.
Well, I gotta do like.
Oh, I didn't know it was going to do that. Like,
Wait, Charles, you know this one too, right? No? Get off my face.
all right, I think we're done.
Let's go.
Get out of here, for Charles.
I just want to point out that I did warn Todd before this hangout started that I was drunk and and I was going to react. Thus.
It's not your fault. It's all Charles's fault.
I know.
Okay.
Yes, it is always my fault. No.
No, not.
Hodor. Sorry.
All right, Hodor, and good night, everybody.
Yes.
Bye.
Hodor.
Bye.
Hodor.
Hodor.
Hodor.